Hey everybody, Adam Davidson, RadCast for Wednesday, the 29th of July, 2020. Hope you're doing well. This is Psalm 39. Now, before I read this, I want you to consider what social media is like these days and the kind of things that we're seeing online and the kind of things that people are saying. Now, here's Psalm 39. I said to myself, I will watch what I do and not sin in what I say. I will hold my tongue when the ungodly are around me. But as I stood there in silence, not even speaking of good things, the turmoil within me grew worse. The more I thought about it, the hotter I got, igniting a fire of words. Pause. Is that not exactly what it feels like on social media for so many of us right now? We see something, it gets us riled up. We want to post something and say something in response or retort. And yet there's that voice in us, maybe even the voice of the Holy Spirit, that says, don't put it there. Don't. You're going to regret. Don't do that. But then it sort of boils over, and we're like, fine. And something cracks, like the dam breaks, and all of a sudden we're like, I'm going to say what I think. And then we do that, and then we regret it. Maybe not always. Maybe sometimes what we said needed to be said, a righteous anger type thing. But sometimes, maybe even more often than not, it's something, maybe we shouldn't have said that. Or maybe it was taken out of context. Or maybe we should have thought more clearly before we typed it out and broadcasted it to the world. This is the responsibility of social media that so many of us take for granted or misuse entirely. So the psalmist knows that feeling of wanting to say something, not wanting to say something to honor the Lord, and yet saying something anyway. So this is what the psalmist says. When it finally boils over, that's what verse 4 is. Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that my days are numbered, how fleeting my life is. Of all things, the psalmist goes to the brevity of life. That's a good thing to consider, I suppose, because in the grand scheme, it seems like the wisest ones among us know to pick their battles. They know when to say something, and they know when not to say something. And I've heard it said that a wise person learns from their mistakes, but a truly wise person learns from the mistakes of others. And so may the Lord give us wisdom, compassion, truth, and grace as we continue to interact online. And may followers of Jesus actually be the light of Jesus in a helpful, truthful, kingdom-building kind of way. This is an impossible task unless we have the fire of the Holy Spirit be the hottest fire burning in us. And that's RadCast.